everybody, and welcome back to Starfield on the Xbox Series X. Picking it up right where we left off last time, fixing to go talk to the people to get the archives. The mission we're doing is Friends Like These. We gotta speak to Deputy McIntyre. Let's go do that.
Howdy.
Chief Yassine, these orders... A Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require. That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second-in-command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
Where the UC keeps all their secrets on how to kill Freestar citizens. Oh shit.
Last I checked, it takes two parties to fight a war. But, since you're such an expert, I'm sure you also know it's supposed to be managed by the three major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the three armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince two people, the ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun, to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
You'd think they'd be clamoring to help after the spaceport attack.
I couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate. And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative. But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Ratcliff of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varun?
Tell me about Ambassador Ratcliff of the Freestar.
Ah, the good Ambassador Ratcliff. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable.
It sounds as though I will enjoy this.
Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her. Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support. And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Alright, tell me about these other tools then.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze. UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage. But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell. So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen. Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information, maybe even convince to work with you.
All the info I need is on Ambassador Ratcliff.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise. And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
Tell me about Ambassador Balmore of House Varoon.
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge. When the rest of House Varoon retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here. He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varoon thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
That actually sounds pretty promising.
It does, but there's a concern. We're not 100% sure Balmore is actually still alive. His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
Just hoping we're not chasing a corpse.
It would at least be a speedier negotiation. But I, of course, hope the ambassador is alive and well.
Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there.
Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Ratcliff. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
Okay.
Okay. Hello.
Alright, so now we gotta go. Who's this? Okay. Away we go. I guess I should have talked to her during that attack. What the hell a jump you got there?
I have been curious. I know that your role in Constellation was thrust upon you in an unusual way. But that experience does not demand that you stay. You could have delivered the artifact and then left. Why do you stay?
The artifact means something. It's important we find out what.
It does seem to be a unique situation with serious consequences. That is what keeps me here as well. My past is complicated. And anyone in Constellation will tell you I do not speak much of it. But my family always stressed the importance of having a purpose in life. You must have a reason for being.
You gotta have a good reason to get out of bed in the morning.
Yes, that is one way of putting it. I am often surprised at how reluctant some are to agree with the idea. They sometimes seem offended I would suggest such a thing. When I first came to New Atlantis, I was shocked at how many people go about their business every day like drones. They do their jobs, eat their food, sleep in their beds, all seemingly without concern for anything around them. Complacent. Their experience is so different from much of the settled systems. They do not know how good they have it.
No way to know what someone else is going through.
You believe I am too quick to judge? Perhaps that is so. Purpose cuts through adversity. I know that all too well. And these people seem to have no idea.
You've obviously been through a lot, though, huh?
I have. There have been times where I wondered whether it was worth it. My family is unique within the settled systems. I grew up outside the bounds of the United Colonies, or the Freestar Collective. My parents, and their parents before them, did not believe anyone outside our family could be trusted or relied upon. You can imagine, I am sure, how existence without ties to others is challenging in space.
Getting by on your own is admirable.
It has certainly proven valuable. Saved me. A few times, without question. For now, though, it would seem you and I have found purpose in Constellation. I believe that is enough. I am pleased that we have common cause, and have enjoyed our time together. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes. They build a monument to the people they lost, but not the people they killed.
You gotta be kidding me. It's plumbing, not a peace treaty. It could cause an incident. It would mean my job, sir.
Fine. I'll begin the process. Wouldn't want to withhold a chance for more red tape from the great UC.
I cannot help but notice that the Colony War Memorial is in direct line of sight of this embassy. I suspect that was very much intentional.
May have been.
You are a visitor? You'll find the ambassador in her office. Go on through.
Thank you.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby, offices, or conference room. That means
I wonder how many times one side or the other has threatened to close this embassy down over the years.
Terrorwars? As in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
Sorry. Everyone's a little on edge after the attack.
Somebody get in front of us so I can see her.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
Yeah. I'm here today on behalf of the United Colonies. I'm a member of the collective, just like you.
Ah, so you're the one they called about. Failed to mention you were collective-born. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
You're just a ray of sunshine. You are correctly. We need access to the archive.
I was afraid of that. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous.
My bad.
I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go?
Are you serious? There was just an attack in the city. You're really not going to help?
No, Captain, I'm not, and I'll tell you why. What you experienced down there at the spaceport, I've lived that once before already.
Yeah.
Fought tooth and nail as aliens rampaged in the streets of my home and others all throughout the collective.
You're gonna let
But
it happen
my
again.
aliens were placed there by UC hands. So I'm not interested in anyone getting power like that ever again. The UC most of all.
But can't you see we're trying to prevent the same thing here? More unnecessary death?
You have my answer. Now please take the hint.
Please, Ambassador, just listen to what I have to say.
You're really gonna push this? All right, I will give you one chance. One to convince me. Understood.
Oh, I should have went the other way. Alright. Thank you, Ambassador. Just hear me out.
I'm listening.
It's only in moments of crisis that real heroes emerge. Now could be your chance.
Oh, please. Buttering me up isn't gonna get us anywhere.
Collective's my home. I just want what's best for it, and that's working with the UC.
In the end, we all just want to be safe in our little fiefdoms, don't we?
You were a soldier. It was your job to protect, and that's what we intend to do with this data.
I suppose you're right. Our job and our responsibility.
I need 4. I've seen twice now how bad these attacks can be. I don't want to see a third.
And if the United Colonies abuses this terramorph data, I'm not gonna just trade one threat for another. Captain, I'm sorry, but my answer is not changing. The UC is just gonna have to find another way. Now, I presume you can see yourself out.
Okay, I got a few things to do here. FC, embassy security. Effective remove utility section access to our conference room. Okay, so in the
You're allowed 3 places. Conference room, lobby, or the ambassador's office.
see what he's got to say.
That woman is an absolute... Oh, sorry. Oh, what? You're the Vanguard captain, right? You know, I was about to board the Nat to the spaceport when the alarm triggered. Sounds like I got real lucky. And like I've got you to thank for things not being a lot uglier.
You did get lucky. It was a war zone down there.
Well, then you have my earnest thanks. But look, they said you were coming here on official business. The ambassador likes to handle all that personally, even if she does have trained diplomats here to help her. And I don't want to get shipped back to Aquila City, so you should probably go speak to her.
Sounds like you could be doing a lot more. Like working with me.
You want to work with me? Why don't we talk somewhere a bit more private?
Okay. We at the corner. Oh.
So you want me to work with you? But why now? Why me?
We need help preventing more terramorph attack, and we're not expecting the ambassador support.
No, I think that's a pretty safe assumption. And no other city should have to go through what happened here. So then, what would you need from me?
I need access to her quarters. Actually, I need you to get me Ambassador's archival access code.
Okay, first you need her bio key, and that thing doesn't leave her side. Better chance of splitting the atom with a spoon than me getting that from her.
Okay. I need to get access to her quarters without being seen.
Her quarters. Huh. Oh, that's doable. And you and the UC will be providing me with what for my services?
Got 1,000 creds with your name on them.
Oh, wait. I thought you were looking to hire me. Oh, I'm not taking a bribe.
Guess we just need to go bigger then. 8 grand?
That much, huh? Okay, no, okay, yeah. Okay, so there's a utility corridor that leads to the ambassador's quarters, which you can access through the main conference room. Here, the key. Whatever you do, don't let the guards see you entering or exiting the utility section, or you're gonna be in serious hot water. I'll keep an ear out for more instructions from the UC.
Okay. I'm gonna get a quick save here. I have to reload, never know.
Agent detected. Patching in playback.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch! Cameron!
Are you alright, Ambassador?
It seems the Council of Governors has rejected my appeal to join. Again. Which means you and I are stuck in this colonial rat cage until we die. But I think we might need to... We should expedite the process.
What are you getting at, ma'am?
I mean, my requests keep being rejected because they don't want to add a C, right? But what if? What if one opened up? The Ice's heart. In what it used to be. It's not like anyone would miss him.
Eva, I think it's time to get some sleep.
Just think about it. Maybe we can reach out to some experts at that sort of thing, huh?
Good night, Eva.
I'll wait till he goes back around. Damn it. I keep turning my camera sideways.
Did I not make myself abundantly clear, Captain? You're not getting access to the archives.
I know you plan to replace someone on the Council of Governors.
Excuse me? I have no idea what you're talking about.
There's evidence. I imagine bad things would happen if your bosses found out.
No. If the council found out, I'd lose my position. I'd be exiled. Look, I believe we may have gotten off on the wrong foot. The issue at hand is one of trust, no? So perhaps if I can trust you to keep this little secret between us, then maybe we can find a way to trust the UC with access to the archives.
You call that a negotiation without even offering me a gift?
But where are my manners? Here, my pistol. Laredo. Custom made. Now, with my error rectified, I presume we have a deal?
Got the ambassador pistol, a blue. Got yourself a deal.
Good. I appreciate you working with me. Just like I'm sure our great powers will. In fact, I think there's an opportunity here. Keep both our factions happy and ensure an air of legitimacy to the whole proceeding. I can only let you get the information on the Terramorphs. Anything else and people will get suspicious. And all research will need to be monitored. Freestar scientific observers making sure everything's being used for the right purposes. But those 2 items should be enough to allay any suspicions.
That plus my negotiation fee seems like it should all work out just great.
What on earth are you... yes. How could I forget? Here, the fee. Now let's go get your code piece so you can be on your way.
Appreciate that. You shouldn't have been ugly to me, is all I gotta tell you. Stupid.
They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. Here you go. I hope that'll be enough to maintain your discretion.
You're dismissed. She sure changed her tune. Alright, I'm gonna cut this one here. Look out over the lake. If you made it this far, sure to appreciate it. If you enjoyed the show, consider living a life. I got a lot on the channel from Starfield. I got some other stuff. I got a new playthrough of Fallout 4, modded Fallout 4. I got a bunch of other games. There's 600 plus videos on the channel. If you find something else you like, why not subscribe? I heard somebody say something. But either way, we'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by.